Greetings, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Thursday of Holy Week. This is called Maundy Thursday, and Maundy is a word that comes from the Latin for mandatum, or command, and it remembers Jesus giving this new command to his disciples, and the command that he gives them is to love one another, and we'll see that in John 13, to love one another. And so this scene that we get in John 13 is somehow alongside or coinciding with what we get in the other Gospels with the Last Supper. But Jesus, at this last night before he died, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hand and that he had come from God and was going back to God, rose from supper. So Jesus understood the completion. Jesus understood that things were done. So he rose from supper. He laid aside his outer garments and, taking a towel, tied it around his waist. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and wipe them with the towel that was around him. And so Jesus gets down and serves them and washes their feet, and actually, as he speaks, relates this to cleansing their sin and his service, his humbling of himself in order to free people from sin. But then he goes on, and then later in the chapter, as he's teaching about what he's done, he says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you are also to love one another. By this all people will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." Christ sets out his own example. He's been setting his example his whole life, but this dramatic show of it with the washing of the feet. And he says, you are to follow my example. Love one another, just as Christ loves us. What he has done for us, how he has sacrificed for us and loved us, we are to do for one another. The foot washing exercise, it actually meets with some resistance. This is a picture of Peter resisting the Lord washing his feet because it is so low, so humiliating, so frankly disgusting. It's beneath, Peter thought, beneath his Lord, beneath his teacher. But Jesus says, you are to love one another as I have loved you. Brothers and sisters, we love one another as Christ has loved us. We serve, we do whatever is necessary for one another to demonstrate the love of Christ. By this, the world will know we are the disciples of Jesus if we love one another.
Thank you for watching. If you've been blessed by this video, please like, share, and subscribe.